let me tell you something. If you want to change your name on any document right now in Nigeria, the number one tip I will give you is just be prepared for maximum stress. Like, emphasis on the word maximum. I will not lie to you. If I tell you it's easy, I'm lying, because me, I saw shaggy. Shaggy banza. Okay, so you want to change your name on your international passport and you've searched and searched and you haven't found anything on it. I've got you covered. I was in your shoes and I haven't gone through the process. I decided to make a video to explain to you how to change your name on your Nigerian passport after marriage. Hi, my name is Damie and welcome to my channel. This is if you want to change your name. I know many women who didn't change their name after marriage, and I know some people who want to change their name, but the whole process, the thought of it is giving them stress. So I went through it and I'm here to break it down for you. Let's get through some of the items, some of the things you would need to change your name on your international passport. First off, let me put a disclaimer. I am not a lawyer. I am not a whatever they call them. I'm just sharing my experience and how I did my own, in case you want to do yours as well. The first thing you need is your wedding certificate. This will be from your registry or from your church. I used the one from our registry and it was a local registry. I don't have energy for Ikoyi. I've told you guys before that Ikoyi is not a must. So you need your registry certificate. You need your wedding certificate. You need your affidavit or affidavit. You change your name legally, you need your affidavit. You need your newspaper publication. You need to change your name. You need to announce to the public that, oh, I, formerly known as Lagbaja, now wish to be known as Tamedu. You need the publication. You need to change your name on your name, your national identification number. I'll break it down one by one. Let me tell you something. Before you even start at all, just prepare your mind that this is not going to be a smooth process. 1, 2, this is not going to be a fast process. It took me forever. However, it was still faster than some people, which I would explain why in a bit. So you need to change your name on your name. You need an application letter. An application letter just basically states that I so and so. Well, if you go to the immigration office, they will help you with this, or they will tell you how to write it. So it's just listing that you got married to so and so person and you would like to change your name officially. You need the biodata page of your husband, and then you need your own biodata page. That is if you have a passport before and you are renewing your passport, and of course they need to cite your current passport. So if you're somebody that travels quite a bit, I would say that just forget it. Give them your passport and then forget about it. Just know that this one, whenever they are ready, they are ready. The first thing is your wedding certificate. We got married on a Tuesday. That was our registry wedding. And then immediately after the registry wedding, I started the process of the name change, because I already knew that it would take a long time to do and I wanted to get that out of the way. It was so smooth. We had our church wedding on a Thursday. So on the Friday of our wedding, my name was in the paper. So he just sent me like a soft copy. It was like, your name would come out in the paper tomorrow. So he sent it to me on Thursday. I remember we had just gotten back from church, from the whole wedding shenanigan, and then he sent to me, oh, your name will come out in the newspaper tomorrow. This is the soft copy of the newspaper. He told me he would drop it. He would drop the stamped affidavit for me. Once you've gotten your name in the newspaper, you've gotten your affidavit, you've gotten your certificate, you proceed to change your name on your national identification number. Hey! This one I saw Shaggy Pro Max. The time I changed my name on my name, that was when they were having, I don't know if they're still having issues though, but that's when they were having issues with their system. They said they were upgrading the system, and I know that people had been waiting for months. Like I had a friend who had gotten married, I think in February, and then by July she still couldn't change her name on her name or on her NIN because they were having server upgrade issues. Luckily for me, I was able to do, it was one of the days where they were testing the when they were testing the upgrade. I think what they said they were doing was they were upgrading the system. So when they were upgrading the system, I was able to do my name. In fact, it was just grace. That day was grace. I was the first person. I got to the Ikeja office very early. I don't think they have break that I got there, and it took a long time. I think they said attending to us around 10 a.m. but I was able to do it. One thing I want to say is, don't pay anybody to do your NIN. When I say don't pay anybody, I mean people that will charge you exorbitant amounts. I paid online and it was 600 and something naira. All I had to do was take my slip to my proof of payment to the NIN office. I think I should do a different video on that. But yeah, I took my proof of slip to the NIN office with my affidavit, my newspaper, everything like that. The things I mentioned, just go and get a folder. In fact, I have my folder here. This is my folder. Can you see? Go and get a folder, because this thing, hey, everywhere you go, because they are trying to change you everywhere you go, they will just ask you. Let me open mine. Actually, yeah, so this is the folder, not that one. I want the folder. So this is the folder, as you can see. Let me bring it out for you to see that I'm in business. So so this is my newspaper publication. I said you need to have your newspaper publication when you are going to change your name. So this is mine. I asterisked it so that it's easy for everybody to see. So I recommend that you get a folder like this and put everything inside like that. So you go to the National Identification Number office, National NIMC office, not national. You go to the NIMC office with your folder, like I said, because everything I mentioned, they will cite it. Your wedding certificate, your newspaper publication, your sworn affidavits, yeah, and your number. So go there and then they will just update it for you. I think it took about 2 weeks for it to reflect on my name. Now, to track it, I downloaded the NIMC app, so I was able to track because I was on this app. Honestly, NIN was the one that delayed me the most. My passport would have been out earlier, but the whole system thing, I was frustrated. The reason why this NIN is so important is that the passport they do nowadays, you need to have your NIN. If you don't have NIN, you cannot do passports. So go and do your NIN now. Go and update your information, update your age, update your address, update all the information you need to update, because once it's time to change your name on your passport, we will not see shaggy. Okay? So if you're thinking about it, you've not done it now, maybe you've been married for a few years, you're still thinking about it, go update your name on your name, leave it there. When you're ready, go and do your passport. But don't now put everything back to back. You'll be stressed. I was stressed, I can tell you for a fact. Okay, so after changing your name on your name, we can now proceed to passports. Now, to change your name on your passport, like I mentioned, you need those things. You also need a letter of application. You also need your husband's biodata page. Don't ask me why, but you need it. Okay, every passport office can change your name. However, they require approval from Abuja, the state capital, or the country capital, state capital, no. So they require approval from Abuja, and I was pressed for time. So when I went to Lagos, they were like, we can do it for you, but we need it to take longer. It's not be the same thing as renewal, because we need approval from Abuja. Then I remember that someone had given me the hint that if you want to get your passport quicker, go outside Lagos. So I made inquiries in places like Shagamu, Ibadan, Oshun. Everybody kept saying the same thing. We need approval from Abuja. It's Abuja that will approve your name change. Okay, I was pressed for time, so what did I do? I found a contact in Abuja, and I made inquiries. Meanwhile, the person in Lagos had told me that to change my name on my passport, it would take roughly 6 months. I didn't have 6 months. If we're talking 6 months, I didn't have that. Okay, and it was going to be the same price. Hear me out. I reached out to someone in Oshun. Oshun was like, they were like, it would take you roughly 3 months. I didn't have 3 months. And it's the same amount. I was like, no, it's not working. So if everybody is saying they need the approval from Abuja, why not just cut the line and go to the Abuja? Now, let me mention, you don't have to go to Abuja, but we decided to go to Abuja because, number one, the time frame from Abuja was shorter, and it just seemed like we didn't have the time, so we needed that option. So I found a contact in Abuja, reached out to the person, and it was the same price it was the same amount I was going to do it in Lagos or Oshun that I was going to do it in Abuja. Now I'm saying it was the same price because when you use a contact in the passport office or in the immigration office, it's not the same price as the official price. You know how Nigeria is. So hasting any process, you know how it is. Let me not use all my mouth to talk. So what I did was I reached out to the contact in Abuja. He asked for my details, asked for all these things. I sent them digitally. I sent the scanned copy of everything. However, he mentioned that everything I scan, I should bring it for citing. Okay, I should bring it. It's not that you go and do one fake document and say, no, bring it for citing. So this folder is your bestie. Okay, so once you do that, like once I did that, I booked my flight to Abuja early in the morning, I think by 8 a.m. Yeah, my flight was a 7 a.m. flight. By 8 a.m. I was already in Abuja. My slot was for 9 a.m. By 10 a.m. I was done. In fact, I was shocked, because I thought that it would be like Lagos, that everything would take a very long time, but it was really, really smooth, really fast. They cited my documents and then they collected my old passport. Me, I thought that I'll carry my passport, I'll be going, I can still travel, but they said no, they need to cite it, and of course you cannot have two valid passports. That's what I was told. Okay, so if you want to change your name and you're thinking that while your name change is going on, you can travel to Montenegro and all those countries, no, you're not going anywhere until your new passport is out. So they collected my new passport, and then let's talk about the time frame. My contact told me, my contact, which is that my contact is an officer. Don't go and work with somebody that is not an officer on uniform. If not, you will cry away. My contact told me that a month my passport should be out, but so that after a month I will not hold his neck. I should say, it was like 2 months. 2 months was still the shortest I had gotten from anybody, and it seemed the most legit because everybody was saying they need approval from Abuja. So imagine now everybody, we have 36 states. 36 states, they are bringing forward name change. They want approval from Abuja. Your own will be on the queue from Lagos and the rest. However, me, I've already cut all that queue. I'm in Abuja. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying that there's but that's what I'm thinking, because everybody needs approval from Abuja. So that was it too. They gave me a number and said they will contact me once my passport is ready. Now I went for the 10 years 64 pages passport for 2 reasons. Number one, it seemed like a good deal in the fact that it was a one-off thing in terms of the price. It just seemed like a good deal overall. And number two, I didn't want to be doing this stress in the next 5 years. Now we know how stressful it is to renew passports, or even to get a new one or anything like that. So if you can do 10 years, take it from me, if you can, just do 10 years. If you can't, still do your 5 years 32 pages, it's okay. But I mean, I don't have to worry about like my passport until the next 10 years. And the 10 years is 64 pages, so you will need it, because thinking about it now, the number of stamps you probably get within 10 years, if it's 32 pages, but if you travel a lot, and lo and behold, it took exactly 1 month. In fact, it was not even up to a month. My passport was out. He sent me a message saying, "Oh madam, your passport is out." I say, so soon? He said, yes, it's 1 month. I tell you that it's one. In fact, the 1 month was delayed because they could not verify my name immediately. It took a long time for my name to reflect on their own end, and they were having issues. I feel like it would have been faster. So it took a month. My passport came out, and then you can either go and pick it up, but I'm not from Lagos. I'll not go back to Abuja again to pick up. No, he offered me delivery, which is an option that we took. So from Abuja, they delivered straight to my doorstep, and I collected my passport. Okay, that I'm saying that it's sounding easy, it was not so easy. So that was the process for me on how I changed my name on my passport. It's still the same process if you want to change your name on many documents. I changed my name on my license as well. However, I don't have my license with me because it's not out yet. In fact, my license was the first thing that I changed my name on. That one was even very easy. I didn't even need any of these things, which is very funny, but it's the same story that we're in. The server is down. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm sharing this because when I looked it up, I really didn't see any information on it, on how to change your name on your passport, the time frame and stuff like that. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. Yeah, that's all. Bye.